we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Fights off the defender. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Najee Harris.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Alert, alert! 59! 59!
To throw is Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
The Browns at 3-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but they're going to fall here. And now you're looking to go 4 games without a win. Things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
2nd and 10.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, second and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
You look at this Browns defense.
They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So on fourth down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 31!
Watson off play action. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Watson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Devin Tompkins deep to return it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is fielded at the 7. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 16.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. Down the left sideline. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
54's down, he's coming.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 35 yards. And the Browns are back within a score.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Elijah Moore from the yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
York on now for the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try to right side with Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Finds Pickens out right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Finding Pickens for another catch. Touchdown! George Pickens. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Browns 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. York now for the extra point.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
26.
Now it's Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Faking the give. Now Watson going for it all. And it's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up third down now. Pickett will look to throw it here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Pickett. Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Boswell's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Following the penalty, Chum. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a 1st down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have been. Finds through, and now a crease. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Pickett sets up play action. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
There he goes, right side.
Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Steelers 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's one. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Browns 52, Steelers 31.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 49 yards. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 66, Steelers 31.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pickett lost it, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Pickett back to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot for Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Cleveland, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Pitt,